everybody, my name is Farmer Phil. There's always there. And today on this video, well, when I say we, it's mostly my uncle Del. He's come up to do some repairs on the tractor. So the brakes, he's changing the brakes in the tractor, and also when I was ploughing with it, a stick come up and pulled some of the wire and loom down off the side of the tractor, and the tractor's been stuck in the low box along with the suspension not working and the four-wheel drive not working. It broke some of the solenoids going into the gearbox, so all that's going to be done today. But I just have the umbilical compressor there and they're blowing off the back end of the tractor so I can work on it. And I have other jobs to be doing, but I'm going to be coming in and out to give a hand and to just check on how he's getting on and to video it to show you, because to change the brakes in the tractor, both half axles have to be split and taken off, so it's quite a big job. And also, today's video is sponsored by AgriLine Tractor Parts and Accessories. So I've got the brake discs or pads, I don't know what way you call them in a tractor, I presume brake discs, and we'll be changing the hydraulic filters in the back end. I got all them off AgriLine. A huge range of tractor parts and filters, and look up, it's really worth, if you're looking for any bit at all, it's really worth your while having a look on their website. There'll be a link in the description down below, and if you can't find it there, send them an email, give them a call. The email and number is in the description down below, and they can nearly get you. If it's a filter you need, they pretty much get any filter for you. So that is the story anyway. So just finished blowing out there, so we might take a quick look at the solenoids and that before it starts taking off. And as I said, I'll be in and out and we'll check on the progress of how it's getting on and show you everything. So that's it. So tires off now, the cab bushing or suspension or whatever you want to call it is off, so the cab has to be jacked up, and then it's all these bolts around and about, and this whole half axle comes off and they have to be taken off it, so it's a big job.
Oh, do what you have to do there, I'll do up this other thing.
So we're
That's right.
knocked the place, yeah. So what you can see there, we have all the bolts open bar one, and we're strapping on the half axle to the telly so that we can literally just pull in the boom, pull back the half axle, and then do our work, and then boom it out. It should be still lined up fairly well and put back on. It's just the easiest way we have of doing it. So my mother is calling me there for do something with calves.
Tell your mother 2 minutes.
Yeah, so
You get up on that teleporter.
doing it how?
Right now.
Right.
Happening now.
No, half axle is off.
That's what I said, like. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Brake is perfect.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Turn
back into a job.
it should be in.
That's in here. That's perfect.
So there's the brakes.
We're plating this like perfect as well.
You forgot to get a bit of silicone now, that's the only thing. Never gone.
I think mine is in Robin's. Disc is perfect.
So that's that half shaft off. Here's a new disc. That's the old disc.
That disc is perfect there.
Yeah, yeah, but that one back in. Well, they're checked now. We know where they are. We know how they are.
Yeah.
They're absolutely spot on. Like you couldn't get better than that.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have them for
Have them
if
again.
a tractor needs. Why is the brakes gone like they are in that then?
Oh, it's just fucking. It's just oil.
So you need to run a silicone round outside of it.
Yeah.
You don't have any Tech 7, do you?
No, but I would have gasket maker over there. Have to go over and see. The gasket.
We want to bring over O-rings as well. We're doing the other side to put a new O-ring in that pipe that's leaking
That's probably what we taking this time.
while the wheel is off.
It's just a sliver of Tech 7. That's all that is.
That's just to seal it.
Yep. Batter to keep them.
Yeah, stop.
Anywhere. You get out.
So
That's not an O-ring.
Oh, it's not. Tech 7, that's what that is. Or black silicone.
that the hydraulic filter is that?
Yeah, well, we're done.
You have it done.
Well, we have the new one to put in now. He can do it there.
Filter is off.
Oh, you have the old filter out.
Yeah, it's perfectly clean.
Okay, I'll go over and get the new filter for it.
And the back of the Jeep.
Yeah. So, Agri-line brake disc there. Oh, we thought the brakes needed to be changed, that's why we did it, but they're all right. I had to take off the wheel anyways to put in the filter. So a new filter from Agri-line and brake discs from Agri-line. We can pop them on the shelf. We'll have them for again the Law Fit Hall, the 6200 series tractor. So
Yeah, well, that tractor 7 years.
7 years.
And the brakes are perfect in it.
Yeah.
That's good drive them.
Right. That's
That's just well with your hand. So it's screws on with your hand for why don't you take it on the fucking ground?
just pushes in, yeah.
Well, it's in.
It's in.
Yeah, no, make sure you knock no down and then pull it back anyway. I had to go see that he gets a silicone. There's got to put something on that.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
I tapped the box over there. She made it drop it down. All the silicone will that.
And the tall.
No, that's the hydraulic back end filter changed. And the brakes are fine, so that can all go back together now. And we can go do the other side and see what these solenoids are like. So, we've all done on this side, wheel back on. I had to go away to get net because I'm going baling after dinner to go bale rushes, so I'll be making a video at that. So just getting ready to take off this half axle. Just jacking up the cab so that get the bushing away so all this can come out. And then the solenoids, this is all that's broke, isn't it?
3 of them broke. That one, and this one.
Yeah, so you might be able to see there.
Wire goes on there. You see it in the plug
Oh,
here.
I see, yeah.
See that? That's
Yeah.
supposed to be on the side of the
On
solenoid.
the side of the solenoid, and that's not going to just join back up handy, is it?
No.
You couldn't even.
Join back up at all.
No, so it's 3 new solenoids.
Solenoids, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what happened. The stick, we assume the stick come up and it caught the wire in them and pulled off. The wires broke the solenoid. So yeah, that has to be done because it's stuck in the low box. That hand, there's a O-ring in this. What's that? That's like a chest valve, is it?
It's the main block for the feed for the hydraulics.
The miss, yeah. So you heard there. There's an O-ring on that. We changed it 2 years ago. It went and it was leaking. It had drip and piss oil when you had a hydraulic pressure on, and it started again, so it needs to be changed. But anyways, I'll get out of the way because that's about all I am, and I'll go after me baler. Yeah, no need for the new. Little bit of a chip.
Yeah,
It's alright.
2 years left in them anyway.
Yeah. So that's the other half axle split there. Brakes, again, perfect. So yeah, we didn't need the new ones after all, but we'll put them on the shelves, we'll have them for again. So just cleaning off the seal off it to put a new sealant on it before putting it back. And I'm about to go bale brushes, so the next time we have a look it'll be hopefully finished. I will have a look at the job that was done on the solenoids and replace an O-ring on that where there's a leak. And that's it, so yeah.
Yeah, you have your filter for here, have you?
Filter for, yeah, I have a filter for there. The hydraulic filter for there as well. Get out the back of the Jeep. It's in the Jeep, is it?
Oh, it is a the shed. I can bring it over. But anyway, you do whatever you want to do with that baler, get it done.
Yeah, I'll get it done. So you put on the filter on that.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just about ready to go at the baler, but we'll have a little catch up before I go. So solenoids are coming off, and you can probably guess where my father has gone to find another set of solenoids. It's quite self-explanatory. I don't think I need to say any more, but on this Saturday evening you can know where he's gone. A certain somewhere to a certain shed with a certain machine in it. But anyways, what can you do? They'll all have to be replaced eventually if there's much left to rust. Anyways,
See
so
where they're all gone there.
yeah.
All. Where is it gone? Where did he put it?
This
Oh,
bit there.
yeah. That pulled out of them.
Yeah.
They see into them there.
Sitting, yeah.
So they're gone. Like
They're gone.
broke.
There's nothing you can do with them.
Nothing.
So yeah, don't drive across sticks, people. Even though I don't remember driving across the stick, but can't see what else did it.
You didn't bring out that filter, did you?
No, he's gone in there. I'll ring him to bring it out.
I think he's bringing one to take off that cap.
Oh, okay. So that's it anyways. I gotta go, so we'll have a look at what's done when I get back, which that should be finished. And I'm gonna finish the video on that one. And this is a day with 2 videos going on, because now I'm going baling rushes, and that's a video all in itself. So now everyone, yes, big change in scenery behind me. It has been a month. It's actually been, yeah, it's been a month, or even more than a month since we did check the brakes on the tractor and fix the solenoids and fix that leaking pipe. So this is just finishing off. When I got home that night after baling the rushes, it was like 11 or 12, I can't remember what time it was. And I just never got around to it. But it's going to be very hard to see now. But we'll have a go. Yeah, you can't see much that side. You see much this side? No, you can't really see. Anyways, we got brakes checked, put back on, everything back, fine, no leaks. We got our pipe fixed underneath the cab on that. I can't remember what my uncle called it. I can't, not for like me. We got the new wash seal O-ring point out. It was in ribbons, and I don't know did I explain it right, but we find never had an issue with that before on the tractor. But since the fusion went on it, it lasted about 6 months and it went. And we put a new one in it, and about 6 months later after being on the fusion it went again. So it's definitely something the fusion does to the tractor, is that a little O-ring on one of the main feed pipes. It just goes into ribbons, absolute ribbons. But anyways, we got our solenoids back in. Tractor is all back working, damp regards, brakes, all that is good. So we'll just go around and around and around. What else did we do? No, that was it. So also, yes, this seat is bad. It's very tight, but we have a brand new bottom cushion for the tractor, for the seat, from AgriLine, which will be in a different video. At the minute I'm actually making a video on a stern and tank. This is Thursday's video, so you'll see this video that I'm making now with that 3690 and that on Sunday. But yeah, that's it. So also, yes, while I'm here, that's what I meant to do. So the Dynashift paddle, this paddle here, when I was seeing in the silage video on Sunday gone past, this is what went. It's this unit, has half a unit, it goes to there. You can see there, it was off at 62.55. We got it off Dale Murphy, and it's just that goes. And what happens is a little yellow light, or hazard light, orange, yellow, it comes up there and it'll start beeping at you, and your forward and reverse shuttle starts flashing at you, and it'll start jumping up and down the Dynashifts. And that's what's wrong. That's what goes, that's what causes that to go. This tractor, 12,682 hours, That's what it just happens around that will happen to the 6270. And the tractor, the umbilical tractor, it's gone in it. But it's funny, it only really goes when you use your clutch. But if you use the clutch, like when you lift this, the Dynashift paddle, that's it, engaging the clutch, re-engage, yeah, disengage the clutch, whatever way it works. That's the same as putting your foot on the clutch, lifting that up and dropping it down. Then same as taking your foot off the clutch. But you can do it on that without that buzzer coming. But if you use the foot clutch, then it just goes arseways. But anyways, that's all fixed. The tractor is all back working 100%. Everything's back working, 4-wheel drive, front suspension, all them bits that was gone when the solenoids broke off. But yeah, no, that is it from me for this video. So big thanks to our sponsor of today's video, Agriline Tractor Parts and Accessories. They supplied the back end oil filters for the tractor, brakes that we didn't actually need in the end, so they're back on the shelf. So we'll have them for whenever any of the 6200 series tractors we have needs a new set of brakes. We'll have them there on the shelf. And also, yeah, even though I don't have it in yet, I have a new cushion for this Grammar seat. It's a whole lot cheaper than changing the seat, I can tell you. Geez, a Grammar seat is not a cheap seat by a long means. But I have a new cushion for it, just haven't got around to putting it in yet. But that is it for today's video, so I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the description down below from all them other bits and bobs that I do forget to mention. Have a good evening, have a good day. Yeah, that's it from me. Good luck.